there's darkness within me. So what does that matter? I know I'm strong enough to hold it back.
Yes, you are indeed strong. The darkness has nothing to fear.
Master Xehanort.
And yet, how frustrating that eraqus refutes its power. Why, you could train with him forever, and still, you would never be a master in his eyes.
But why? Help me understand, Master Xehanort. What is it that I failed to learn?
You're fine as you are. Darkness cannot be destroyed. It can only be channeled.
Yes. Thank you, Master.
Better hurry, Ventus.
Huh? Who are you?
Or you'll never see Terra again.
What? Get real! I can see Terra anytime I want.
Like right now, he's leaving you behind. And by the time you catch up, he'll be a different person.
Look, whoever you are, you don't know the first thing about Terra. Me and him will always be a team. You trying to pick a fight or what?
Now, grow up. Is that what you call friendship? You'll never know the truth unless you go out and look for it yourself. Come on, what could you possibly know when you're stuck here, looking at nothing but what's in your tiny world?
Terra!
And insomuch as you are now Keyblade Master, you must always be conscious of... What is that?
What happened?
I don't know. Why isn't Ven here?
Very well, then. I will send my pupils to investigate. Yes, I understand. Farewell. That was my dear old friend Yen Sid. As you know, he is master no more, but he still keeps a close eye on the tides of light and darkness. His counsel serves as signposts on the road we wielders of the Keyblade must walk. All the more reason, then, for concern, for he tells me the princesses of Heart are in danger, not only from the forces of darkness, as you may assume, but also from a new threat, one that feeds on negativity. Fledgling emotions that have taken monster form. Yen Sid calls them the unversed. As wielders of the Keyblade, you are tasked with striking down any who would upset the balance of light and darkness. The unversed are no exception. I tried to pass this news on to Master Xehanort, but my repeated attempts to reach him have failed. I doubt there is any connection, and yet this all troubles me.
Master Xehanort is gone?
So here we are. I need you two to get this situation under control. Eliminate the unversed, and find Master Xehanort. I have unlocked the lanes between. You may use these forbidden pathways to travel between this world and countless others. The darkness looms closer than usual within these spaces, but your armor will protect you. Lastly, remember that order must be kept. You cannot tell anyone there are other worlds. Now go, and fulfill your duty.
Yes, Master.
Terra, consider this an opportunity. A second chance for you to change my mind.
What?
You must know, I care for you like my own son. If I could have my way, I would name you Master in a second. But how can I, when you are so obsessed with power? Terra, you mustn't be afraid of losing. Fear leads to obsession with power, and obsession beckons the darkness. You must never forget.
Thank you, Master. I swear, I will not fail you again.
Master, I best be on my way.
Wait, Aqua. Before you depart, I have one other, well, call it a request of the utmost priority.
Yes?
I told Terra this could be a second chance to show the mark of mastery, and I meant it. However, that flicker of darkness he displayed during the examination, I can sense it runs very deep. If those powers were to prove too much for him to handle, I want you to bring him back to me at once. It's for his own good. I could not bear to lose any of you to the darkness.
Of course. I would never let that happen. I promise you I will bring Terra back. Only this time, you'll see he has what it takes to be a master. He's not as weak as you think.
Terra!
It's okay.
No, he mustn't. You have to bring him back.
Don't worry, Master.
Okay, so yeah, that's, like I said, the D-links. Basically, these are the summons of the game, like they are in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. You basically just choose whoever you want to use as a D-link, or D-link with, and it'll give you their powers for a short amount of time until the D-link gauge runs out. And basically what the D-link does is it kind of gives you their attacks and their command gauge, like the finisher that they can do. So yeah, that's basically what it does. It just lets you use your friend's power for a short amount of time. And you can also level up your D-link with your, yeah, well, after a certain amount of time using the D-link and after you kill a certain amount of enemies, you'll be able to get that special star, and that levels up your D-link. And if you level it up twice, it gets to its max level, basically, the strongest it can be. And Xehanort's letter. Alright. And talking about the command board, I'll talk about that later. But right now I'm going to save, and yeah, that's the end of this little part. I'll probably end the segment in some other part. But yeah, I don't think I didn't say before. We get D-links with Aqua and the other two teammates that you didn't choose. So if you chose Terra, you get Aqua and Vin, and Aqua, Terra and Vin, you know, the rest. Oh yeah. Well, for each character, when you finish when you finish the land of departure, your starting world will probably be different than everyone else's. So, you know, that's something to note when you're playing through the game, because obviously you're probably not going to be playing through it like me and switching between characters every now and then. But, you know, just something to note that, you know, for Terra, he's going to start in, god dang, what is this world called? The Enchanted Dominion, and Vin will probably start right here. I should have done my research to know what these worlds are called, but yeah, you'll be starting in different worlds, each of them, but I'll still be just, you know, going through them one by one with Terra, Aqua, and Vin, you know, in chronological order, or as close as I can to, as close as I can get them in chronological order. But yeah, that's the end of this part, and last but not least, I'll be going through Aqua's part. Alright, there we go. That is all of the cutscenes, I'm pretty sure. So, from the plot standpoint, where we are right now, Terra, I'm imagining, is after Master Xehanort, trying to find him so he can get more answers and stuff. Vin is after Terra because, you know, Vanitas kind of edged him on, made him think about it, so, you know, he's running off when he's really not supposed to be. And Aqua is after Vin, trying to get him back and watching over Terra if Terra does anything, you know, that might provoke darkness, matters, and stuff. So yeah, that's basically it. I guess this will be the final segment. So yeah, I'm not sure I'm pretty sure we'll be doing the world with Snow White in it. I'll probably put an annotation to say which world that is. We're putting down a lot of annotations. This is gonna be. I can tell this playthrough is gonna take a lot of work, but I think it'll be worth it. But yeah, that is the end of this segment, guys, and I'll see you next time.